Hi, my name is Brandon Cribb, and this is my persuasion speech. These are my 6 audience members.
Taylor Brutcher, Scott Shaw,
Ben Wilkins,
Vicky Cribb,
Lauren Shaw, Caitlin Price.
Unemployment is an issue in the world today where people go out and cannot find jobs to work and support their lifestyle. According to dictionary.com, unemployment is when people actively go out seeking jobs and still cannot find them. Unemployment affects people not only in the United States, but also in the world. Unemployment is a bad thing and should be fixed as quickly and effectively as possible. There are 3 types of unemployment: graduate unemployment, seasonal unemployment, and frictional unemployment. These 3 types of unemployment directly affect people on an everyday basis. In fact, there was a lady who recently wrote a letter to Obama. Her name was Yolanda Vestel from Texas. In her letter, she told how her struggle with employment often led her to not have enough money to put food on the table for her whole family and to have money to make her appliances work on an everyday basis. This just depicts people's struggle with unemployment. The first type of unemployment is graduate unemployment. This type of unemployment directly involves students. Students will go to college and get a 4-year degree in a certain major and will leave and have nowhere to go. This is because workplaces often require work experience for workers before they hire them. Students often end up having to go back to jobs outside of their major just in order to gain work experience. After this, they can go back and pursue what their major led to. This is a big problem because it is stripping our workforce from newly educated workers. Students will have to work their way to the top. This directly affects me because next year I'll be going to college and majoring in civil engineering. I'll go to school for 4 to 5 years, and I may get out of school and not have anywhere to go. This is scary for me and teenagers like me, as we don't know how our future is going to end up. The second type of unemployment is seasonal unemployment. According to the slideshow, Employment and Unemployment, A2 Economics, Autumn 2010, unemployment is a process that happens in times throughout the year where jobs go through a period where they have less demand. This means that jobs aren't as needed in some times as others. The specific type of unemployment affects certain types of industries more than others. The tourism industry affects people because people go on vacation in busy parts of the year and is not on other types of the year. Therefore, employees are not needed sometimes. Workers such as janitors at hotels will get laid off because there are not as much people staying overnight, and they will not need to be cleaned. Agriculture is another industry that has a seasonal effect. During the winter, farmers don't harvest because they can't grow their crops, and therefore they won't need as much workers, and they won't need the equipment or the time to harvest their crops in the winter. The industry of catering and leisure tends to decline after the summer because people don't go out to eat during the winter. They often stay home and cook during holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas with their family. The third type of unemployment is frictional unemployment. Frictional unemployment occurs when things get in the way of people getting jobs. This type of unemployment involves short spurts of struggle when finding a job. Often this occurs when people just get wrongly informed about applying for a job. Whenever information is relayed by mouth, mistakes are often made, and this could affect people not getting a job. This often causes the time for your job search to lengthen. It can also cause a pool of available workers that do not have jobs. In my visual aid, I picked a graph that shows the unemployment of demographic groups in the years 2012 and 2013. In the graph, you can see the different demographic groups of men, women, teenagers, white, African American, and Hispanic. You can see that the total is around 8 to 7% unemployed, and men around 7, women around 7, teenagers around 23, white people in general around 7, African Americans around 13, and Hispanics around 9 to 10. In this graph, you can also see that from the years 2012 in the light purple to the years 2013 in the dark purple, there's not been much change in unemployment. This graph depicts that unemployment still affects people throughout the past year, and it hasn't improved very much. In conclusion, unemployment is an issue in our world today. According to the article, Caught in a Revolving Door of Unemployment, unemployment is at 7.3%, and that is an improvement, but it's still not perfect. People who are actively looking for a job in the market economy cannot find one. Unemployment can come in 3 different ways. There's graduate unemployment, seasonal unemployment, and frictional unemployment. These are 3 examples of how unemployment negatively affects our world today and makes the lives of people more difficult. My sources for this essay are Employment and Unemployment, A2 Economics, Autumn 2010, from slideshare.com, Caught in the Revolving Door of Unemployment by Annie Lowry, Unemployed Defined by dictionary.com, and facebook.com. Thank you.
Taylor Brutcher, Scott Shaw.
Ben Wilkins.
Vicki Cribb. Lauren Shaw. Caitlin Price.